Today we are talking about Malcolm Gladwell's book, Outliers. Malcolm Gladwell is a journalist and best-selling author, who has written for The New Yorker since 1996. His work has been published in multiple languages and he's one of the world's most famous intellectuals. In the book, Outliers, Gladwell presents his own unique take on why some people succeed far more than others. Here are the main takeaways from Malcolm Gladwell's Outliers that you can use to advance in your career. The Rosetto Mystery. The Rosetto Mystery is a phenomenon discovered in the small town of Rosetto, Pennsylvania. The town had an unusually low mortality rate due to heart disease, far lower than any other town or city in the United States at the time. This intrigued researchers, who wanted to understand why people living in Rosetto were so healthy compared to their peers across the country. After an extensive study, it became clear that there was something special about Rosetto's culture and lifestyle that contributed greatly to its residents' health outcomes. For example, elderly residents of the town seemed immune from heart problems due largely to their close-knit community. They had strong family ties and spent much of their time helping each other with household chores or just talking together on porches or front stoops. The study also found that people in Rosetto felt more secure economically because they relied heavily on one another for support during hard times. Plus, their local church played a big role in creating a sense of belonging and keeping them connected even when times were tough. This interconnectedness made such an immense difference in their overall health outlooks compared to other towns across America. The takeaway here is that having strong relationships with those around you, whether they're family members, friends or colleagues, is essential for both physical and mental well-being over time. It also pays off practically. When it comes to career opportunities, building relationships leads to advice sharing and networking opportunities you wouldn't otherwise have access to if you were alone in your endeavors. The Matthew Effect. In his best-selling book Outliers, Malcolm Gladwell discusses the phenomenon known as the Matthew Effect. Simply put, the Matthew Effect is a concept that states that those who have already achieved success and recognition tend to get more opportunities and resources than those who have yet to prove themselves. This can lead to an even bigger advantage in terms of success, as those who are already recognized as successful often continue to thrive due to their access to better resources. The Matthew Effect is based on a verse from the Bible which states, "For unto everyone that hath shall be given, and he shall have abundance, but from him that hath not shall be taken away even that which he hath." In other words, those who already have something going for them, such as money or success, will receive more of what they need for further progress. However, those who are currently struggling may find it harder to take advantage of any opportunities they come across. For example, when it comes to job interviews, having a family member or friend who works in the same industry can help you get your foot in the door and make you stand out amongst other applicants. Additionally, if you've already succeeded at something, like founding a business or writing an article, potential employers may recognize your successes and give you preferential treatment over others with similar qualifications but no previous experience. Lastly, people with established reputations may benefit from public endorsements by influential figures within their field, providing them more exposure than lesser-known professionals could ever hope for. All these are examples of how the Matthew effect works in various aspects of life, including education, career advancement opportunities, and building professional networks. The 10,000-hour rule. The 10,000-hour rule is a theory first proposed Gladwell Outliers. He argued that anyone can achieve success in any field with enough deliberate practice. The 10,000-hour rule suggests that to become a master at something, you need to dedicate roughly 10,000 hours of practice over a period of at least 10 years. It takes patience and persistence, but by dedicating yourself fully with consistent practice, you will eventually see results in whatever your chosen field may be. Cultural legacy. Culture is an important factor that shapes the trajectory of our lives. It impacts the way we think and act, as well as how we view success. In his book Outliers, Malcolm Gladwell argues that one's cultural background profoundly shapes their outlook on life and work. He demonstrates how different cultures foster different values, which in turn has a direct influence on personal accomplishments. Gladwell uses the example of American hockey players to illustrate how culture influences individuals' career paths. He found that almost all professional hockey players are born in the first few months of the year. This is because Canadian youth hockey leagues use a January 1st cutoff date to determine eligibility. As such, children born in January tend to be bigger and stronger than their peers who were born at other times of year, giving them an advantage when it comes to being selected for teams. This advantage carries through into adulthood, where those same players have an edge over others trying to get into the professional leagues. In this way, culture gives some people an edge that can propel them ahead in their chosen profession. But culture isn't just about physical advantages. It also creates a set of expectations about success that can be difficult for people from certain backgrounds to overcome. For instance, immigrant children may find it difficult to reconcile their parents' expectations with those of mainstream society. This can lead them to feel like they need to choose between two worlds, making academic achievement more challenging than it would be otherwise. The same is true for many minority groups. They are often forced into situations where they must balance competing sets of values while simultaneously trying to succeed in school or work environments where they may not feel accepted. In his book Outliers, Malcolm Gladwell demonstrates how our environment and upbringing can have a profound impact on our success. Whether it's access to resources or expectations from others that shape us, we must be mindful of these influences when setting goals for ourselves. With dedication and hard work, you can overcome any obstacles in your path to achieve greatness. But don't forget to take into account external factors such as culture, which may give some people an advantage over others, especially those who are already marginalized by society. By understanding the power of these forces at play around us, we can strive towards creating more equitable opportunities for everyone regardless of their background or circumstances. If you liked this video, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. And stay tuned for more expert tips to advance your career.